Hey, how we doing? Couple of minutes late. Am I? Or, oh, 5 minutes late. No, that's naughty. Yeah, I haven't finished my lunch yet. I've still got my lunch here beside me. I don't know what's happened this morning, but it's been a bit of a rush. So we've got lots of people in. Let's have a look who we got in. Just go switch to live chat. So I may have lost some people off the top, but Aaron's in there. Hi, Aaron. From an overcast, rainy Penzance, exactly the same here. Pretty horrible day, actually, today. Hi, Tim. Rob's radio channel. Michael Hyde. Matambly. Nick's in. Hi, Nick. Danish, making breakfast. I'm just eating my lunch. Still my lunch here, look. Still eating it. That's leftover tea, really, from last night. But hi, Thomas and Susie. Excuse me, that went down the wrong way. Christoph's in. Hi, Christoph. John Hurd, Bob Anderson. Multi. Tinu. Oh, big jump there. Washing up the dishes. No, I've just been trying to cook myself something to eat. Time ran away this morning, Rob. John Hughes. Simon's World, Benji, Murat, and GT Jeff. Right, I think I've caught up with everybody. I think I've actually caught up with everybody. You got the same radio, Murat, but you couldn't find anyone to fix it. I'm not surprised. I don't think I'd like to take one on to fix for anybody. Well, I think someone has messaged me about fixing one, but yeah. Should I eat my lunch, or is that very rude? I'll have the occasional bite. Right. We've got lots of weird windows open here. Let's shut that. Chat messenger. So totally in disarray here today. I spent till late yesterday trying to get that can you remember the Ferrari fuse box? Well, he needs it back pretty urgent because he sold the car. So I had a big push to get that done yesterday. And consequently everything that I was using to clean it and put it back together is all over the bench here still at the moment, and there's no radio to work on. The other urgent job I got on is an amateur radio I've got to look at for Clint. Now, I should have already looked at it really, but I just seem to be inundated with stuff to do at the moment. Getting around to doing things is getting increasingly more difficult. So I'm just sort of packing stuff away as we talk. I picked up a couple things in Lidl as well in the week that might be of interest, that I thought were bargains and of use. So we'll have a look at them later. Also, I discovered some paperwork with the radio. You remember we looked at the radio last week, and there was sort of talk about it being serviced. Well, I've actually found, I was throwing the box out, and I came across like an A4 document holder in the bottom, and in there was a service manual and some notes. So I'll go and grab them in a minute and show you what's been done. Enjoy the meal. Thanks, Rob, for caps. The on-air sign. Oh no, you're right. You're right. I'm just totally not sorted. I'm running a half mast. Well spotted though. How's that? Now we're on air, official. Huh. Hi Mike Cass, how are you? So yeah, the bench is in more than a bit of a mess at the moment, look. Let me just show you what the mess is here. Look at the state of that. So you can see what I've been up to. I'll have a sneaky mouthful of lunch while you're looking at that. A real mess. But to be fair, it was a lot of work, that. A lot more work than I ever expected, to be fair. I reckon all in it was about 10 hours work just on a fuse board. Can you believe that? It was an absolute nightmare. Everything I looked at on it made it look worse. So every sort of layer I peeled back, I found more corrosion and muck. So I ended up stripping the thing right down in the end. Of the 5 boards, I stripped it down to the last 2. If I'd taken them out, the thing would have fallen apart. So I had to leave the last 2. Right, we're getting there. We're getting there. I think I've just thrown out some brand new unused gloves. That's not very clever, was it? So I've still got the bits for the DAC 90A here. They got to go out the way. Not finished yet. In fact, I haven't managed to find the dial panel for it yet, so I'm a bit concerned about that. I found the one for the DAC 10, but not the one for the DAC 90A yet. So, right. So really by rights I ought to be looking at Clint's amateur radio. And it might be, if we got time, that we will have a look at that, because I really need to make a decision as to whether that's something I can repair or not. My personal thought is it's something I can't repair, and I'll have to go off to an amateur radio specialist. But we'll see. Never say never. Right, the bench is reappearing in front of our very eyes, look. Look at that. Let's go chuck all the rubbish out of the way. Look at that, we got a bench back. That didn't take long, did it? Stick me little Bosch drill driver away. Not drill driver, driver. Nice bit of kit, that. If anyone's not seen that, it's a link to this in the description if anyone's in the market for a cordless screwdriver. And it's just a screwdriver, really, not a drill. But very useful. Oh, what's that dangling down? Oh, that's my microphone. Become unclipped. Or didn't I not clip it up in the first place? Right, well, we've got this today, courtesy of John Turner. So, John, if you're watching, thank you, mate. Much appreciated. Let's get one open, because I haven't had a drink with my lunch yet, so that's my excuse. And thanks also for all the info on the Portasol soldering iron. I can't find any tips for it, but Aston assures me that some of the ones for the more modern ones will fit with a bit of graunching. And that's this one here. The tips just unscrew. But I believe, from what Aston's saying, the thread is different on the newer ones. I suppose the important thing is you get a good tight gas seal on it on the bottom. Is that a gasket in there? Yeah. Anyway, still haven't decided what to do with that yet, which way to go. I think Simon sent me an email as well about it, saying, giving some other suggestions. I did have a look at RS, but I couldn't see the tips for it. Used to be your lunchtime brew, did it? Rob Tiveridge. Welcome, Rob. Quite a few wonder if you've got room for another. To be honest, I wasn't going to buy one of these because I got, excuse me, my head in the way. I have got my little Bosch cordless drill driver, but this is fairly unique. It does last an awful long time. It's got forward, reverse, or just lock. But the unique thing about this is as you push it, it starts screwing, if you know what I mean. So you can push the button to get it going, or if you push it into something, it will start. So it's sort of cordless operation. You can just push. If I was, say, unscrewing something there, instead of having to sort of push a button, you just push the thing. So it's really good. It's very strong torque on it as well. Different torque settings. Nice bit of kit. So it's a Bosch Go, but there is a link in the description to that if anyone wants to look at it. And if you get it through Amazon, which is the cheapest, I believe, that's where I got this one from, then I'll get a bit of commission. I think it's 1%. 1%. I think I've earned 53p so far. So thanks to those of you that have clicked some links and bought something. 53 pence. Afternoon, Anthony. So let me go and get the radio, and I'm going to go and get the I'm also going to get the description. Daryl B, morning to you as well, mate. Chris, how are you doing? Two sound design radios. Okay, Chris, welcome. And you posted links to the tips as the ones for the 70 will fit. Yeah, I must have a look at those, Anthony. Order some up, mate. So thanks for your help with that. Right, let's go and get that a minute. Let's go and grab. What am I going to grab? I'm going to grab the instructions and the radio, so it won't be a sec. I'll be back. flick over my other radio when I'm at it. Right, here we are. Oh, there's the beast. Whew. Of course, a bit of lag on it, isn't there? I'm just looking at the screen here now. I've put the radio on, it's not appeared yet. Hey, there he is. Hopefully I've got the closed captions on so people can view this in different languages. Rob, you're going to take a video on the dial cord if that's okay. I won't have time to take a video on it, Rob, but what I can do is show you the dial cord path on this one as we go through it. So I meant to email the seller and ask him for a bit more info on this because a couple things have arrived. First of all, I got from Germany an original Grundig service manual. But to be fair, the ones online are pretty good, but this one has got all the fold-out parts. It's got all the board layouts. It's all in colour. And it's got the circuit diagrams. So it is nice to have the original of whatever service manual. Now, I don't know, that wasn't overly cheap. €15.50. Fairly expensive, but if you want an original service manual, they ain't cheap. So this was the sort of folder that was in with the radio with these bits of paper in, and I didn't see this. I threw this out. It wasn't till I was separating up the waste for recycling and getting some plastic packing out the box, I discovered this in the bottom. So we've got the it looks like the user's manual there. A bit strangely stapled together. But yeah, we've got the user manual that's been printed out, which is quite useful. Talks about some of the extras available. The dry cell battery would be interesting. Talks about the SSB kit, Zustas. That was one, but this is the interesting thing because this is a copy of the service info that was sent by the seller, and on the top here it says page 3 dial cord replacement. So if you remember, we did think, well, I thought that the dial cord had been replaced, but it clearly has. I mean, this has got more info in it, I think, than what I've bought. That's actually quite a good one. It's even colour, that. That's actually quite a good service manual, that. Anyway, looking through it, going through. So it says here, there's some notes on the dial cord. It says whole dial cord system replaced in January 2023. May stick at times. If it does, open back and manually move one of the cord wheels to free. Now I noticed that it did stick and I moved it back and forward a few times and then it freed up. So it might be that we've either got the wrong size dial cord in it, or it's not tensioned enough, or even tensioned too much. And there was something else. Now, was it on here? Yes. It says here on the back of the user's manual, full service, repaired fault, 2023 January. So what's a full service? I don't know. So that's what I want to find out, really. That is what I want to find out. But that was very good of the seller to put that in. I must message him and thank him for that. And also maybe quiz him a little bit more as to what's been serviced. Or what's deemed as servicing. Yeah, I mean, the documentation is easily available online, so if anyone wants to have a look at the servicing info or the user's manual, it's all available online. There's lots of different sites that have got it. Anyway, cheers everybody. Afternoon, Derek. Thank you, Anonymous, for the £4.20 tip. Benji's had a look at the screwdriver. It is good. It's good. I can highly recommend that. Right. We did have a look at it last week. Now, which dial was it that was sticking? It was the AM one. This one here, I think, was sticking. Yeah, can you see it's stuck now? If you can see that or not. Yeah, I think you can. So I'm turning this and it's not moving that. So it moves up but not down. I wiggle it a bit. It's like it's slipping. So you need to get that fixed. Can't put up with that. So we did pop the back off last week. I've got to try and remember now how to get these things apart, because I don't think it's... No, actually I do think it's easy. I think it is pretty easy. So let's get the screws out again. Yeah, so I think the dial string's an absolute nightmare on this. I'd hate to have to do one. I would hate to have to do the dial string on one of these. Whoever's done it has got the patience of a saint. Fair play to him. So let's take out the power supply. Get that out of the way. I don't know what fault they've fixed on it, but... So they fixed something, I don't know what. I must look at changing this power lead as well and putting a 3-pin plug on it. So let's zoom in a little bit. You can have a look at the dial cord. So it definitely looks like this is the dial cord that's been replaced. And yeah, it is too slack, I think. I think that's the issue. Yeah, that's too slack. That should be sort of a twanging, but it isn't. So we're going to need to trace that back and find the spring. See the other one? So you can hear how tight the FM, I think that's FM more, but this is way too slack. Ah, okay. The spring is in the pulley, look. How the hell are we going to tighten that up so the spring is actually in here? It's not inside the radio unless there's another one. Yeah, so the spring is actually there, so we need to tighten that one up, which means undoing that knot there and making the dial cord shorter. That's a bit scary. But I think if I'm clever and I tape all of this up, I think that actually physically pulls off of there. I can probably get that out without having to restring the whole thing. It looks like a dial cord probably is the right sort of length, but yeah, that's way too slack. That is way too slack. I think that spring must have to be right the way around. I'll go and get my other one a minute because I've got another one of these with the case off. Just have a look. I can't remember what the situation was with the other one. Why I didn't put it back together. Maybe I was going to do a full overhaul on it and do all the caps and everything, but just never got round to it. Then we had people stop over and everything had to be moved out the spare room where I store it all. Right, let me have a look here. That's the boy down there. That's the beauty. Can I get it out? I don't think I can. Not without lifting everything out of the way. Okay. Yeah, I think we've got two issues with this. One is the dial cord, I think, is too thick because this was a bit dusty. So this one is the silver cased version. Where are we? No, around that way. Whew. So this is my other 6001. So you can see the dial cord is much tighter on that. So the spring is around sort of halfway. So maybe they've just cut the dial cord a bit long. Yeah, not sure, but yeah, it does appear that it's exactly the same. And the tension on the FM isn't as great on this one. Just trying to see if there's a spring anywhere else on the dial cord. So it goes down through there, goes down there, down there, down there, disappears underneath the bottom of the radio. Out, back up there, up the top. Round over the top there, back out through there, onto there. God, Jesus, what a nightmare that would be. Yeah, that's not going to be much fun to try and do. So I think the only way I'm going to be able to do it is to try and rescue what they've done and just tighten it up that fraction. Let's get that one out of the way then. So I say, I don't think there's a massive amount of difference in the spring compression. I think they look about the same. Yeah, maybe that other one is slightly more compressed than this one, but this dog cord is definitely a lot slacker. But it is, this is a bigger diameter than the other one. So another spoonful of my lunch a minute. It's only rice, so. Hi, Sandra. It's not braid, I think it's proper dial cord. Yeah, it's proper dial cord. Yeah, it's slipping down here. I think once it's tightened up, it'll be okay. Brave man, whoever did that. Sanyo RP 8800, worst dial string ever. The worst one I've ever done was on a Nordmend Globe Traveller, I think it was. Proper job IPA, nice Tim. Just catching up with the chat. Ben's in, hi Ben. Southwest Scotland, sunny. Oh no, I can't believe it. You cannot be serious. Spring's the right way around, Rob. The slot it goes through is too tight for the string, perhaps. I think it's just this, because it's slipping down here, just out of sight. There's a white plastic thing here, look. I think this is what Rob wants to look at. So it's actually slipping here. So if I turn it, can you see it's... Occasionally it's working. It goes so far. It's just slipping there, so it's just not enough tension in it. I think that's all it is. All it is. It's a bloody nightmare. So what I think I'm going to have to do, unfortunately, is take the spring out, retension it, and then give it a run through a few times and see if I can tighten it. What do you think? Oh no, are we going to do this live? Hi Christian, hello. IPTV, afternoon to you. You have branded 6001 and 5000. This is the 6001. I've got I've got a couple of 5000s as well. how the hell are we going to do this? I really don't want to lose this off of any of the spindles because it goes all over the place. I think the cord path isn't too bad, really. It would just be a case of trying to feed it through everywhere. So I'm going to have to tape up all of these spindles to try and hold it while I take this spring off. I'm then going to have to try and undo the knot, tie the spring in a bit better. Shall I have a go? Shall I have a go? It's got some popcorn there. Yeah, fingers crossed. Afternoon, Paul. Gangs are seized. Yes. They do, Paul. I've got one up in the loft that's like brand new almost in the box. And that one needs it is working, but it's really stiff. So I'm going to need to free that up as well. That's just going to be a bit of, what do you call it? Plus gas or something and a bit of heat, I think, to get it moving. But yeah, I know the problems. Yeah, horrible thing. And I lost the will to live, but I also lost the one of these little tiny pulleys. Little tiny one like that. It's much smaller than that. Pinged across the room somewhere. I had to 3D print another one. Yeah, wasn't fun, that. Right, let's have a think then. How are you going to do this, Graham? I'm going to have to take the spring out of that gap, I think. Leave it dangling here. Where does it go through? Okay, so it goes through. That's a second layer. Okay, so probably easier if I do it in that position, because I might need to pull it out of the pulley altogether. Hell, I'm not liking the look of this. Right, let's get some tape. Let's start taping. Now, what tape are we going to use is the next thing. I want to use the electrical tape, really. But where is it? I don't want to use duct tape. I've got some nice yellow tape there. Look. I got some black stuff. Oh, there's the black stuff. I use the black stuff because this is a good quality tape. This one, it's quite expensive, so it's a bit stickier than your average tapes. Yeah. It is a bit too thick, Paul. Yeah, it is. But I'm hoping I can just tighten it up a little bit. Rolf, how you doing, mate? Got distracted by a pack of rather... Oh, bloody hell, I can't even cut this. I can't even break this stuff. I'm going to have to cut it. Marshmallows, very nice. So I'm going to tape up the pulleys first. I'm going to give it a bit of tension. It doesn't come unstuck, hopefully. I made a pixie of that. Can I get a piece in there? Yeah, probably can. I'll put a piece down the bottom here as well, just for good measure. If I can feed it through. You decided to use the really sticky tape then, Graham? You do not want this dial cord jumping off into oblivion. Right, that should hold it. Let's have a look at what little hooky tools we've got. Let's get my eyes on. Use some tweezers. I'm going in. So. Here we are. Oh, they've super glued it as well. Swines. So I can pop it out of the gap there. See if I can pick the glue off of it. You know, they might have already tried this because obviously they spent hours probably trying to restring this thing, got it done, and then found it's not really working properly. So they've either had a go at it, or they've left it right. So I've managed to get the spring off. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to cut that cord there. It's not a million miles out. Right, let's just tighten that knot up a bit. Ooh, have I cut it too short now? I can't get it back in the gap here. Oh, come on, you just need to go a fraction. That was the wrong way, wasn't it? No. Gonna have to loosen this one over here. Starting to get a bit scary now. Have to loosen the tape on this main pulley here. So we're going to go pear-shaped in a minute. Should go in there. I'm just wondering if I'm actually going the right way. Did it go round this way? No, I don't think it did it? No, it definitely went around there. Right. Nearly in. Ah, no. The reason I'm in is because this back one has fallen off. Oh dear. Okay, right. Okay. Back to safety. Maybe that was why it went in a lot easier, because that dropped off. Yeah, it's bloody, it's too tough again now, look. Right, he's in the hole. This is nerve-wracking stuff. I've dropped my tweezers now, can't get them out. Whoa, this is stretched to hell now. Right, okay, let's jump back out again. Didn't like that. It will even itself out once I've turn the dial up and down a few times. It will level itself back up, but at the moment it's way too tight. But right, let's zoom out a bit, because I'm going to have to turn this over a little bit to get a good angle on it. I'm wondering if I put the spring in and then stretch it, but cool, this is under some tension now. So the problem I got is I've got to turn that around to hook it into the, yeah, that's a problem. Oh, damn. Oh. I could try putting the spring in first and then stretching it around. Let's try that. Don't know how successful that's going to be. Did I tell you that I hate dial cords? I'm sure I did. This is best left to Mr. David Tipton, I think. I don't think he'd be happy doing one of these, to be fair. The dial cord maestro. Okay. So it's in the channel. It needs to go underneath there. Oh dear, it's getting worse. It's getting worse. The more I'm messing with it, the worse it's getting. The problem is I'm pulling in the opposite direction that this wants to go. Okay, I need 7 fingers now, because I am nearly there. What tyre fitters must feel like now. Well, hell, it's on. If this doesn't work, it means that we're going to have to change the whole dial cord to a thinner one. So it may still not be out of the woodwork yet. And apologies, I can't look at the chat for a minute. Whew. Got a sweat on doing that. Right. Well, it's still not mega tension, but it's got a lot more tension. But that spring is like literally 3/4 of the way around. Let's see if it's see if I've cracked it. Oh. Yes. How about that? That's a relief, I can tell you. Oh. I know, that was a bit of a risk, Paul. Yeah, I don't know, but I mean that spring is really tense now, but it's not overly tight there. Yeah, I've definitely increased the tension on it. And that has sorted it. Thank God for that. I didn't want to restring that. Yes. Job done. Right, let's have a look back at the chat then. Can't watch. Certainly was a bit of tension, wasn't it? Australia does seem to be the place for dial cord people. I know, that was tense stuff, wasn't it? That was scary stuff. I ought to try and put a little tiny dab of super glue on that knot really as well, just to hold it. We don't want that letting go, do we? Not for kids. Rolf says I've cut it 5mm too short. Probably. Going off the back. It went off the back, Anthony, didn't it? couple of whiskies. Call the police. Excellent, Rolf. No fingernails, that. X-rated. You thought the spring went the other side. I don't think it did. I don't think it did, Anthony. I'm sure it came out and went down there, because I can remember it bumping over that bit there and thinking I'll have to get it back around. I think that's correct. Don't tell me I've got it wrong. We'll soon find out. Let's have a look at the dial cord diagram. I think it's... Which one is it? It's not the KW. Shortwave tuner dial cord. So that one. Doesn't make sense, does it? I mean, yeah, according to that. It looks nothing like it. It doesn't even look like it. That's got to be that one there, isn't it? Because it's on top. I can't make head or tail of that. I ought to have a look at the other one just to make doubly sure, didn't I, before I glue it. So yeah, it is the right way. I thought it was, but you had me doubting it. There's a spring on right there. Let's have a look. That's there. Okay, yeah, the spring is on the other way on this one. Yeah, the spring is in the other hook. Spring is hooked in there. Still travels around. Right there. Well, it looks like maybe the spring is in backwards, but it can go either way by the looks of it because there's two slots. So I don't think that's going to cause any issues. I think that's okay because I'm pretty sure that was how it was when it came out. I may be wrong, but it seems to be working. So yeah, the only difference is that spring in the other one goes down round that way and comes back and connects into there. I don't think it would, oh. Shall we change it? Shall we change it? Oh no, shall I leave it? I'm gonna have some more rice in it because it's stone cold now. So in the other radio, the cord goes that way. I suppose that would give a bit of tension. This is too sharp an angle. That can't move, can it? I'm going back in. I'm going to do it. Shall I? Gavin, how you doing, mate? Thank you, Rob. Rob's going to try and do a good job on his. Good luck with that, Rob. You're off, Paul, are you? Scissors Neil the Dark code. Yeah, I know. I'm going to do it. Shall I do it? Yeah, let's do it. Sod it. You know, what can go wrong? What could go wrong? So all it is, I've got the spring in slightly different to my other radio, and I can't remember how it was in this one. So I'm going to do it again. Because the only reason I'm going to do it again is because the way the spring is at the moment, it's not allowing it to pull on the cord because the cord is wrapped 90 degrees around this bit here. Let's get you in a bit closer. So what I'm saying is the cord is really tight, 90 degrees on that, so there's no, that can't possibly move. If I put it the other way, so the cord comes this way and the spring goes around and locks in this tab, then at least there'll be a bit of movement on the cord and it should tighten itself up. This is not for the faint-hearted. I can't believe I'm going in for a second time on this. I was so relieved to get it done the first time. This could all go horribly wrong and we could have a put the radio away in a dark corner and leave it for a few years situation. But, you know. I'm completely mad. I am a brave man. You know, I need some applause for this. This is madness. It's hard enough to get the tape in, let alone trying to get the dial cord done. Right, just taping up the wheels again. And I will get this super glue at the ready to put a dab on that knot, because that knot is not, the knot is not coming off again. Right, let me find the super glue a minute. I'll use some of this. I'll use some of this stuff I got from work. It's basically super glue and an activator, but it's made by CT, who make the CT1 stuff. Oh, am I really going to do this again? Digging in here now, come on out. Right, So it needs to come around this way. I'm going to leave it in that slot this time, if I can. So I need to pop a little tiny bit of glue on there. The whole damn top's come off, hasn't it? Uh-oh. Let's get super glue in the inside of the lid. The lid isn't going back on very well. Right, so the spring needs to go this way. Need to get that in the right notch there, there we go. Apologies if I'm out of shot for a sec, but this is pretty scary. Have to put it down on its back again. Okay, let's regroup. Regroup. Here we go. What I want is the, what are you trying to say, Graham? Forceps, that's what I want. If I can grip the top of that spring, pull it around the gap, right the way around, and just drop it into there. What do you think? He's only done it again. Can't believe it. Second time lucky. Right, let's get the tape off a minute. Forceps, swab. Top quality entertainment. Well, this is the same as the other radio I've got, FM, so in theory, if that one's correct, because it has got the original dial cord on it, then this one is the same now. Whether it'll work now is another thing. I might end up having to change it back again. See, it doesn't seem as tight now, does it? Had 2 bites at the cherry so far. Luck will run out very shortly. I'm going to need to cut that with scissors. I'll tell you, why did I use the really sticky tape? I can't get this off now. All right. Still working. That's a relief. Just double check round the front. Double check. There. Can't have us a slack cord, can we? So literally cut off about 5 mil, I reckon. I might need to just adjust this. I'm not sure if that's even right the way down through the scale. So it's about 5 mil off the top there. It's about 1 or 2 mil. It's not far off, to be fair. I think that'll probably be okay. We'll have to do a dial alignment and have a look. But yes, success the second time. Take 2, still works. It's a miracle. So send all your dial cord jobs to the local recycling centre, I would suggest, not me. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Anthony. That was my thinking behind it, but you've explained it a lot better than I've tried to. But yeah, good luck trying to follow the dial cord instructions on that, Rob, because it's nothing like it. Might need another beer after that. Jeez. Okay. So that's problem number 1 fixed. What other problems did we have with it? I don't really think there was that much else wrong with it, was there? Wasn't overly sensitive on AM. can't remember what the other one was like though. Just making sure that's right in the right place, it's not glued. Yeah, no, that's fine. It's under a lot more tension than it was, mind you, but that might loosen up with use. Yeah, I wonder what else he's serviced. So let's think about getting this out of the radio now then. We're getting the chassis out of the radio. Now from memory, I think you've got to undo the aerial and get that out of the way. I think there's some screws in here, some screws on top, and then it just lifts out, is that right? Got to take the knobs off. I think last time I took this battery compartment out, so but you don't need to actually physically do that. So let's catch up with the chat. Let's see what's going on. Afternoon, Les. How are you, mate? Spring is maxed. Nice bit of tension on it. I'm going in. Blood pressure. I'm still trying to catch up with the chat at the moment. Do you think to do it again, FM? Where you been this time, Rob? In and out like a fiddler's elbow, isn't he? No, don't send it to me. I mean, in the picture, it does show it really stretched. No, it doesn't. It shows it sort of just over halfway, maybe. But then the picture's sort of cock. I can't make head or tail of the picture. Oh, I think you're looking at it from the back, right? I don't know. Yeah, this is the AM dial cord, of course it is. Horrible thing. Thanks, Christoph. Thanks, Joe. Hi, Andy Tobin, how are you? You drunk half your proper job. A little slippage, otherwise you'll break the cord. Yeah. Yeah, so we got enough. It's not the strongest spring, to be fair. It's quite a weak spring, so whether it's been weakened even more now by me stretching the bejesus out of it, I don't know. But it's working, so it's on the right way round, and it's working. Let's get it out of the case then. So I'm pretty sure Do you have to take the whole area out? I'm not sure. So we've got a couple little screws in here that we've got to take out for the a bit of heck. I wonder if they've taken that one out. Whoever's done that, I don't know if that's ever been out, you know. Use a bigger screwdriver, a bit more leverage. Cool, bloody hell, that was tight. That knob. Let's get the tune dial knob off. God, tell you what, they've really done them up tight. Bloody hell. That one. I think I have got to take something off. I think I've got to take both of those off. They look chewed up, so it looks like they've come out before. That one's definitely got to come out. So I'm just looking at these screws in here. No, that won't fit in there. But my brand new one that I bought for my mobile toolkit might fit in there. If I can find it. I'm trying to keep all my stuff for the mobile toolkit. Yes, it does. I'll say someone's chewed this one right up. So I've got it moving now, so it should undo. Right, that's the aerial out, and the little bezel for the aerial. Let's pop that in that box there. I believe this top section's got to come off. Knobs. Cool, here we go. Oh, flipping heck. There's always one, isn't there? Always one that won't come off. I think it's coming, but bloody hell. Trying to use the old cloth trick. This isn't very strong though, but the trouble is these knobs are a little bit small for the old cloth trick. If I can wrap it in there, it will. It'll do it. Yeah. Yes. Bill Turner, how you doing, mate? You have one of these. It's a lovely bit of kit, mate, isn't it? Welcome, Bill. And Mike Cass, thank you for the tip, Mike. Yeah, I want to get inside and have a look, see what's been done. It's very weak on FM, Bill, is it? So I am absolutely rammed with repairs at the moment, Bill, but you are welcome to send me an email and tee it up for some time in the future. My email is so send me an email, Bill, and it's going to be later in the year, mate, because I've got so much stuff and so many people that are waiting for me to finish things to start something else. So incidentally, that spanner I used is a Baco. Was it Baco? But it's got half-size jewels on it. Can you see that? They're sort of cut in half. So the normal 6-inch one is a 9029. This is a 9029T. It's got thinner jewels. And it's great for getting in behind nuts. That's why I bought this particular one. So I have got a smaller one, which is pretty bad, but this is a nice bit of kit. 9029T. I will put a link to that in the description for you for next time. Right, let's have a think. What else has got to come off of this? I'm pretty sure that one's got to come out. Yeah, it's dropped already as soon as I loosened that one. Not great, is it? I wonder what size that is. So it's 5, it's going to be 5.5, isn't it? Yeah. Take it out with a nut spinner. Another one there. So yeah, that one had a washer. Can't remember which other one. So this, I know this top piece here comes off, but all of the switches are still attached to it, so you've got to be careful. So we've got one down there. hang on, we've got to undo these wires here as well, haven't we? I think there's 3 there that correspond with the 3 down there. Let's get them done. I think that's the speaker wires. Whew, we're getting there, we're getting there. Nipex adjustable wrench. We'll have to catch up with your channel. I've not been able to watch hardly any videos recently. Jim Gordon, how you doing, mate? I've still got your 2001D to modify, Jim, haven't I? I'm just waiting. I've got to get Clint's done next. Got to get Clint's done. I've got a couple radios of Clint's. One I think is going to have to go off to Castle Electronics, but right, that's those 3 wires off. So now, are we good? Okay, that was the battery wires. We've still got the speaker wires connected. Be nice if they made just like little pull-off things, wouldn't it, for that? But they haven't, so we're going to have to take those off as well. So I'll take a photo of that first. Yeah, cheers, Daryl. Thanks for dropping in, mate. Let's have a little look and see. Let's have a look and see. Right, I've got a different camera app on this phone now. He's playing loads of weird and wonderful adverts, but, you know. Makes a nice sound when you push the button. Right. And be careful we don't grab out of the dial cord accidentally on this. Right, that's the case. Let's get that one out of the way. Let's put it down there for a sec. Okay, let's put it back up on the bench. Let's put that out of harm's way. Oh, Graham kicking it over. Wait. Yeah, there we go. She's out. Well, let's clear some tools up a minute and then we'll have a closer look just to see if we can see if anything's been serviced. So it says there was a fault repaired as well. I think they've put a new belt on the drive underneath. Yeah. Yeah, nice. Can you see that? So I think that's the fault they've repaired. They have put a new tooth belt on this corner piece because that is very nice. New rubber belt. Very nice. Now I thought I'd have to do that on mine. So let me show you what an original one looks like. And if that belt's gone, then you can't drive the turret tuner for shortwave. So, this is what the original one looks like. Got out of the dial cord then. So this is what the original ones look like, and they're like a plastic material, not rubber. I mean, this one looks pretty good, but they crack and break. As soon as that happens, you can't turn the turret tuner, because as I say, that is the turret tuner there. So as you click through, this moves. So yeah, that's what's been done. So that's the fault that's been repaired, I think. Interesting. I don't know where he got that. I mean, I was going to do that plastic one because that is a known problem on these radios. Of course, it's difficult to grab this thing without touching the dial cord. Scary stuff. Right, let's have a look at the amplifier. So it looks like we've got all the original caps in here, all these Fracco ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's not that many electrolytics in this one, is there? Let's have a look in the front board. No, all the original Fracco caps in there as well. Fracco. Actually, that says, I think, RDE or ROE. So I don't know what's been serviced. So maybe that one needs moving up the dial a little bit. Scary stuff. I'll zoom you out a little bit. Rob wants to see the top of the dial cord. What you mean there, Rob? So this is the AM tuning cord that I was messing with earlier. This is the shortwave one by the looks of it. Anyone awake? And what do you do to service it? Lubricate the pulleys, switch cleaner in the pots. Doesn't look like it's had switch cleaner in, but it might have done. It doesn't look like the pots have been done. The shortwave one is the one I just showed you, Rob. It's this one here. It's a shortwave one. So it disappears around out through the back there. Then it runs down. Obviously got the pointer on it. It runs down to that pulley there. This one. And then it goes in underneath this piece here. It goes in underneath that piece, comes back out onto that pulley there, and then it shoots up. Where does it go to then? Up and onto that spindle there. Yeah. That is complicated as hell, that is, Rob. I don't know how you're going to do that, mate. Where's the radio gone? Right, okay. So the FM basically then comes around this bobbin here. Then it goes up. Let's zoom out a bit. So off that bobbin it comes off the front of the bobbin up to this pulley here. And from that pulley there it goes to there. And from there it goes up to this nasty springy thing. Round that. Oh God, I wouldn't like to do that, Rob. Oh my God. Then where does it go? Into outer space. So there's another pulley up there. I'm just having a look, Rob, to see where the hell it goes. Oh, I see. There's a pulley. There's a pulley in behind this circuit board. So you've got to take this circuit board out to get at it. By the looks of it. Or can you get at it with the drum tuner out? Yeah, I would suggest you've got to take the drum tuner out. I think you've got to take this out to get at it, Rob. That's nigh on impossible to do that. How the hell have they done that? Whoa. Yeah, I think that's nigh on impossible to do, Rob. Afternoon, Matt Vision, how are you? Mavis, hi Mavis. Have a bit of rice while Mavis is in the house. Yeah, so string disappears there, Rob, look. There's another pulley there. And then it goes down into one behind the circuit board. I say this is all sealed with wax, so no one's been in here twiddling, which is good. So let's have a look at the capacitors. The ones that are going to be a problem are going to be the ones in the amplifier section. So that's really where we need to look. That's these down through here. You can't see because the camera's in the wrong position. Yeah, so those three there and that one up there are likely to be the only ones that are going to cause us a problem in this set, but not to say that they all won't need doing. I'm trying to remember how you get the board out of this now. It's a bit, I think it just undoes and then it sort of clips off. Yeah, okay. One screw up there. I think there's another one somewhere. Yeah, just down there. It looks like it just hooks up and out. Yeah, there we are. That's nice and easy, wasn't it? So we should be able to just pop those out. Pop those out, Graham, that's not... It's easier said than done. Just hope to hell we don't pull any wires off. It's like a rat's nest in behind here. Let's get you up a bit better on angle. Yeah, so rat's nest of wires in behind there, look. Cool. Let's turn the desoldering tool on. Let's take one out and have a look. I think if they're not far out, we'd probably just leave them be. It is working. Sounds lovely. And what I haven't done is I haven't had time to take this outside and try it yet. I need to put some batteries in it, take it outside and then give it a go. A 1000 microfarad they are, or one is 1000 anyway. Ganesh, how are you? It is a monster, isn't it? VF radios, yeah, and you're dead right there, Jim. Tim's saying the caps ought to be done. I think definitely the ones here. Tape enthusiast, how are you? Yeah, you definitely want the original size. I think probably that fishing braid I got you to get would be the right size, Rob. Sony TC366. Big old solder joints anyway, that's for sure. Let's rest it down on its back. Can I get in there to do this? God, I'll tell you what, there's not a lot of slack wire here. No. Maybe it's not supposed to come off of that. Maybe they just rest on there and hinge out like that. I'm not gonna be able to get to the caps though if I do that. If I rest it like that, we might be okay. So the caps are in here. I might have to take the board out to get at them. Take this metal shield off maybe, but then that's connected to the output transistors as well. So I need to disconnect them, and there's a thermistor there in the middle I need to disconnect. Let's do this first one anyway, see what we got. Moshi, how are you? You've had a bad experience with the yellow Fracco caps in your blow pot. You mean these ones here? They're Weemers by the looks of it, or do you mean these yellowy ones here? Because this is the ones that we're looking at the moment, Moshi. Just take lots of photos, Rob. You'll be sorry else. You'll be sorry. Just going to add a fresh bit of soda in here a minute. Let's get the old desoldering gun out. Sucky suck time. Pull them out, you can't see, down here. Ah. It's alright when you're doing a video, isn't it? You can just reposition the camera and reshoot, but this, okay. Yeah, there is a bit of brown underneath that. So this is supposed to be 1,000 microfarads, so let's have a bit of the old capacitor bingo, shall we? So 1,000 microfarads, people. Are we feeling lucky? Or do we think it's bad? Let's have your guesses. 1,000 microfarads. What's it going to be? Alemania, Germany. These are actually ELYT branded. Elit. Elit? Never heard of that before. Okay, yeah, got you, Moshi. Derek, how you doing, mate? Hope Dad's well. Yeah, I must admit, I did have a Grundig with a shorted Fracco. Fracco? I can't pronounce it, but I had one with a shorted in the power supply, burnt a track off the board. How are we doing on the 1,000 then? Elit means electrolytic. Oh, I'm not sure, Christoph. It doesn't, normally they've got Fracco marked on them, but this just says Germany. I think they're Siemens, actually. I think they're Siemens because they've got like the Siemens symbol on them. If you can see, let me get you in really close a minute. Let's see how close I can get you. Can you see that sort of S symbol there? difficult because of the light. But it looks like that's the symbol for Siemens, isn't it? It's difficult to see because of the plastic film, but ELYT, Germany, Alemania. Anyway, 1,000. Are we ready? Oh, Siemens is Freco, is it? Okay. Here we go then. Wow, it's gone a bit high, 1,400. Is that intolerance, do you think? That's more than 20% out, isn't it? Yeah, it's going to need to be changed, I think. So who had 1404 then? Who was closest to that? Oh, we got 1,400 from Anthony. Anthony pretty close. 1,450. Gavin a bit far out. Anthony, bang on. ESR is nice, yeah, but I think it has leaked, that one, because there is a bit of residue on the board. I mean, that could just be flux, but yeah, not convinced. Okay, so it looks like they're all, are they all 1,000? Yeah, they're all 1,000. They're all marked on the board, so I can take all three out. Let's have a look at the other two. Let's prop this radio up a minute. Okay, so it's that one there. Plus we've got a ground wire attached there as well, so let's just take a quick picture of that. You've started shorting and sizzling. Oh dear, oh dear. Alright, just take a picture of this a minute. Just to show where that wire goes. Colour doesn't look great, does it? This is some new app I've got for the phone, because the app that comes with the Samsung doesn't work still. Right. Just going to quickly skip to the loo. I won't be long. Oh. Whew. I'll tell you what, I think it stopped raining out there, but it still looks pretty dreary. Pretty dreary. Right, I'll be back in a sec. Right, quick wash of the hands. Quick wash of the hands. Remind me to get some more hand soap. Alexa, put hand soap on the shopping list. There you go, everybody's Alexa has put hand soap on their shopping list now. Benji will be telling me off again in a minute. Right. Right, how are we doing? How's it going? What's new? Yellow jacket, red printings, Fracco. Fracco. Toilet time. Yours is a little deaf today. Whenever you see my U1252B, which is the U1252B, Bob? 1252B, which one's that? U1252B. Yeah, I'm not sure which one you mean there. I can run out of beer. What do you think? Let's get another cap out and then if I can get another cap out. If I move that wire there to the over the top of that one for a minute, that'll free that up a bit. Give me a bit more slack. I should be able to hopefully get into that one without burning the wires. Hopefully that's got it in this one. I hate burning wires. Sometimes it just can't be helped, but it's not very professional. Yeah, so as I thought, that black wire's come off, but okay, we're free. So another 1,000, and these are 10 volts. You'd think 10 volts is a bit stingy, isn't it? So let's try this one then. What do you think this one's going to be then? Another 1,000 at 10 volts. You ever think about that while I get the other one out? So 1,000 at 10 volts again. Oh, this one's going to be a bloody nightmare to get out here. How am I going to get that out? That's that way. That's that one. Where's the negative? Negative is just there, so I might have to heat this one and pull it. I don't think I can get a desoldering tool or a solder sucker in there. So I might have to just pop a bit of heat on it. I've got the massive great bit on here as well. I want a fairly substantial bit, but not that one. Adi, how you doing? Martin's in. Hi, Martin. It's in time for the bingo. 1303, if you're right, you'll buy the meter. Which meter is it, Bob? Oh, the multimeter. The Agilent, you mean, or the... Well, they're both Agilent. Ah, this one. There you go, Bob. Just for you. Just chucking everything on the floor. Right, let's just heat that pin up and just pull that out. That's not going to go, is it? Ah, yeah, yes, there he is. There he is. That's that one. Not the best way to remove caps, but sometimes you don't have a choice. God, I can't get in here. Is this the problem? Phew, that one smells a bit. Right, let's push a button on this one then. Ready? We go then. 1244, that was a bit better, just out of spec. Well, if you're looking at 20%. 1256 for Martin. I think it's Martin, isn't it? He's popped in and taken it. He's popped in and taken it. Everyone's peppering your numbers, Anthony. I think that's Martin, though. He just slipped in and took it right out from under your noses. Right, okay, and the last one. This last 1,000, then. One I've just pulled out. Need to get some braid in there just to clear the holes out. Another 1,000, then. To be fair, they're not going to make a massive amount of difference. I wouldn't have thought. If they're up around the sort of the 2,000, and that could be an issue, but I don't think at that sort of tolerance there would be much of a problem. Right, let's just clear those holes. So yeah, another 1,000 to guess. While you're guessing that, I'm going to go and get some. I'm going to reach up here and get some 1,000 microfarad caps. Let's see what we got. 2,200, 4,700, 1,000 at 25. They're tiny though. I could put some chongs in there. They're tiny though. I mean, look at that compared to that. Look. So that's 10 volts, and this is 25 volts. The size difference. '50's too big. What are those? What are these? I do want some decent caps in here. See, they're 50 volt Nichicons, but they're sort of a similar size, a 50 volt Nichicon. I'm sure though, I think it was Simon Spires was saying you don't really want to go too far over it in an amplifier. I'm not sure why. So the 50 volt ones do match better than the 25s. I have got 16s as well, but they're even tinier. Have a look, I've got some more caps here. That might be the way to go. The Panasonics 35 volt, let's do those. They look nice, smart. Nice bit of gold. Panasonic FC, I think they are. Let's put the Nichicons back. If you go too far over, the electrolytic inside doesn't stay nicely formed. Yeah, I think the 35 volt Panasonic ones look more sensible, don't they? There's another one here somewhere, is there? Right, let's push a button on this one then and see what this one's like. $1464, so again a little bit high. Very similar to the first one. Gavin's gone 1422. I think it's Gavin. Let's have a quick look, see what the last cap is. What's the value of that one? Can't see it very well there. Let's put these back up here at the way, isn't it? Oh. These match the footprint a bit better though, they'll look better in the circuit. Let's pop these in then. Actually, let's get rid of the muck first. Just going to get a cotton bud and some isopropyl in there. Just get rid of the muck. Yeah, you'll have to pull them, Rob, and have a look, won't you? You have to pull them out and have a look, mate. So I'm just going to flip up on top of the radio. Oh, sorry. I've just caught that meter there again, Bob. Sorry about that. Just going to come up on top here and just clean off underneath the caps. Get rid of, I don't know whether that's, I think that might be flux. It could be leaking electrolyte, but it's pretty mucky. Yeah, I think it's flux. It's very difficult to get off. It is coming off, but it's a bit stubborn. Right. Just popping these in while I've got the radio up on its end here. Let's get it back down on the bench. Right, I'm going to pop a little tiny bit of flux on each of these, I think. If I can find the flux. That's where it should be. That's why I couldn't find it, because I'd actually put it back where it should be. So 2 of those are pretty high. Obviously the radio was still working, so it's not going to have made a massive amount of difference to it. It's a pretty big ground plane on there. Looks like the positives go into ground. Try and get in there. I think that was the one that the ground wire was connected to. I tell you what, it's not very easy to get in on these. I know Manuel had fun and games when he did his, I'm sure he did. Okay, let's cut some of these wires out of the way because they're stopping me getting in now. Alright, then we're going to get to that one. How are you going to get in there, Graham? I have to go in underneath there. Go in underneath with the solder. Okay. Right, let's just find out where that ground wire went. I want to put that one back on when I think of it. Okay, it goes on there. Okay. There we go. Ground wire back on. The other thing I've got to do is hook that wire back underneath there. Now we need to concentrate on this end of the board. Where's this one to then? So it's there. And there, I think. How we doing? It is a bit of a nightmare. How long before needing changing? My thoughts would be changed so I wouldn't have to take it apart again. Yeah, I think so. I mean, I guess it's one of those things, isn't it? I mean, they probably could have left them be, but right. So let me get my desoldering tool back in there. Pretty much see which ones it is. Let's get my phone out of the way. I think it's there and there. Yeah. So which way around is this one? So the ground is there. Cool, the last bit just don't want to come out. There it is. So what's this one then? A 250 at 12? Strange sort of size. 250 at 12. Let's just double check the circuit for that a minute. FM tuner. Got a sneeze. That's better. Saved me blasting your ears off. Right. HFNF, AF, AFIF, potentiometer board. Ugh. Let's see if I can find the amplifier board. Excuse me, oh dear. That's the amplifier there. Where's the caps then? Okay, 1000, 250, yeah. Okay. Right, 250 microfarads. Eyes down looking. You ever think about that when I go and try and find something that's close to it? This is actually marked Fracco this time. So this is actually branded. You see that? Fracco. Positive, positive. That's 669, the date on that one, so that would date this radio about 69, wouldn't it? 5th 69. Yeah, 5th 69. That's not a non-polarized one, is it? No. $475, Anthony. Whoa, it's going big. So we've got 220 or 330. That's the standard sizes. 220 or 330. Well, it wants a 250, doesn't it? 220, 180. Now I've got some exotic sizes here. It's like Jenga, this is. What's going to fall down? No, 220. Have I got 250 in my... I have got a 250. It's a bit extravagant because it's one of those atoms. I've got a Sprague atom there, look, 250. These were about £4 each when I bought them a few years ago, so they're bloody expensive, but is it worth it? I've got some new old stock, look, RS. What about these things? Probably would form up nice, wouldn't it? RS branded, look. Yeah, 50%'s a bit much, isn't it, Anthony? You'd have to put a 220 in, really, I suppose. Right, are we all done guessing this one? Let's push a button then. 250. 283. So really, you'd either want to keep that one in or go with, say, a 220 that's a bit high. Especially if you measure a 220, it's going to be fairly high. So let's go with the Sprague one at 250. Why not? I think the radio's worth it, don't you? I think it warrants it. So who won that one then? 283. What have we got here? 269, 285. Timothy. Got to be Timothy. Yep. Well done, Tim. So none of them were disastrous, were they? Let's give that a little bit of a wipe as well. I'm surprised to just see 3 electrolytics in an amplifier. There's some tantalums. There's some tantalums in there. What do we do with the tantalums, people? Have we got any tantalum fans in here? So I can see one white one there, look. Have we got any more? I don't think so. Oh no, 2. There's 2 there. We got 2 tantalums. What do you think? Do we change the tantalums? Or are they an accident waiting to happen? Actually, I'm going to bend that over at a bit of an angle. Let's have a look at that one. Yeah, this cap's slightly taller than the original one. It's rated at 25 volts. So I have to bend it down at a bit better an angle. Hopefully that'll fit in. Tantalums never do seem to go out of spec, but they go bang, don't they? Okay, we just need to move that one up slightly. Right, let's see if we can get this board back on then. Getting back on. 50-euro tantalums. Oh, we're thinking we need to do them. How you doing, Les? They used to explode in the Thorn TV chassis. Have I got the circuit? Replace them with non-polarized electrolytic. I have got a load of tantalums somewhere. Now, where are they? They got a nice little tantalum stash somewhere. So, where are they in the circuit then? SSB, we don't want that. We don't want that. We need the amplifier layout there. So it looks like the amplifier has got the... Is that the IF as well? Yeah. It looks like the amplifier's got the IF in it as well. 4.7, 20 volts. Yeah, maybe we ought to just change them blimmin' things while I'm in here, I suppose. Maybe we ought to change them while we're in here. Now, let me have a think. Where is my tantalum stash? They're sort of scattered around, to be fair. I've sort of got them everywhere. There's one there, what's that? 10 at 16. So I think they're both 4.7. So no, that diagram's bloody tiny. Let's see if this one's any bigger. I'll have to take them out to test them on the ESR meter though, really. So I'm sort of doubling my work. If I'm going to test them, I might as well take them out and change them, really. If I've got them, I might not have any 4.7s. Just looking, because there is two virtually side by side there. Yeah, they're both 4.7s. Yeah, I can try them in circuit, but normally you've got to pull them with this meter. I haven't got an in-circuit ESR meter. So I think it's blowing it out with this in here, isn't it? I think it's there to there. So that's saying it's half an ohm ESR, 0.5. If that is correct. It does say it's in circuit, and this one looks to be in there. Open circuit or low capacitance, that one says. If I'm in the right place. I'll tell you what, it's a pain in the ass here. I can't see where I am here. Okay, so I just desoldered the wrong piece. So I actually wasn't measuring that in the right place anyway. Right, there he is, a little whitey. 4.7 at 10 volts. Come on then, what's it going to be? 4.7 at 10 volts. I'll let you have a guess of that and I'll go and see if I can find any. I know I've got plenty of 10, but I don't think I've got a 4.7, but you never know. Got to find my big stash. So 4.7 at 10 volts. You don't know what the ESR is because this is the one that I tested in the wrong place. So I've got a container somewhere with a lid on it that's got all my tantalums in it. Well as loads of other stuff. Thing is, where have I put it? I've got a funny feeling my stash is up in the loft. Got a funny feeling it's up in the loft. You keep guessing then. 10 at 47. I'm going to have a look in the loft. I need to get the dehumidifier running again up here as well. So I'm going up into the loft now. Ooh, spooky. So, are they up here or not? Have I just come up here and wasted my time? There's lots of goodies up here, people. We should be pulling radios out of here to test, really, not buy new ones. Hundreds of them up here. Hundreds and hundreds of radios. Ah, yeah, there are boxes up here. Yeah, this is the box. Hopefully I haven't chucked them all out and put them somewhere else. What's that bag there? I can hear the wind outside. W, what are those? Good old W caps. April 1967, still in the wrapper, look. Right, so I've got my cap stash. I haven't got a lot of tantalums. I don't use a lot of tantalums because they don't tend to be in a lot of stuff, do they? Well, they are in a lot of stuff, but not in a lot of stuff that I use, shall I say. I'm sort of trying to go down the ladder no-handed here because I've got to empty the dehumidifier while I'm at it. Kill two birds with one stone, so to speak. See, that's spilling water on the floor. I don't know why I put those caps up on the loft because I'm always going in there for stuff. Right. I don't know what use a dehumidifier is really, because end of the day the loft is open to the elements, so you're basically pulling the moisture out of the outside air really. Let's pop that back in. Oh, why didn't that go on then? That's better. Right. Live loft excavation. I must get myself a kit of tantalum caps, so. Okay, he's back in the room. So this is my 50 fat balls, but it's full of random caps. Right, let's push the button on this one then. It's reading 5.55 and 0.68 ohms. It's probably okay, isn't it? 0.55. Who was closest to that then? 5.55. 5.2. What's the bet I've gone up into the loft now and I haven't got any in here? I pulled them out and put them somewhere else, I bet. So I've done a bit of sorting out of these. Multi, 5.2. Just pip more into it, look. It looks like I've been through these and, oh no, maybe not. So I've got all these little packets that came in this. I bought this as a job lot on eBay. Just random caps in a box, but they have come in useful over the years. Some more there. Little ceramics, ceramic discs. There's also got a big load of these ones here to sort through as well. Hang on, that's a random cap loose there. I can't see what that one is, but it's a random tantalum, and another one. And another one. See, there's a random tantalums in the bottom of the box here. Right. Let's get some eyes on and see if I can find some 4.7s. So that's a 3.3. Oh, that's a 4.7 at 10. There you are. Oh, we struck gold already. They're not. So 22. What's that say? .3 volt, 33. Right, okay. That little green one there. 6.3. Don't tell me we're not going to have any. I've just found the only one in there, maybe. Ah, there's another one there, 4.7, 10 volt, I can see. Different colour, mind you. What are these? 10 at 35. Ah, 4.7 at 10, there we are. 10 was at 16. 16. We'll go with those. They're all sort of matched, look. It's tantalums, isn't it? Yeah, positive smart. Let's see what these measure then, out of interest. You off, Martin? Cheers, mate. Burgers with your brother-in-law. Have a good one, mate. Right, let's have a look at what these measure. So these are brand new. .77, but high ESR, look, what's all that about? 2.6 ohms ESR? Seems a bit high. But then I always have found tantalums or higher ESR. Let's try another one. 2.4. .7. I'm looking at the ESR figure on these. They're all about the same. They can't be faulty, surely. 2.5. 3.1. Ah, okay. Let's pull that other one out that I found. What have I done with that little brown one? Down there. So this is the 10 volt one. 1.3, so that one's better. Sure, there's some more 4.7s in here. I'm sure I saw a green 4.7 or a reddy coloured one. There, that one was a 4.7, I think. Is that 4.7? Yeah, another 4.7 at 10 volts. What's this one looking like then? Oh, that's got an ESR of 7 on that. What's going on? Hi, Harvey. I see, right. Got you. So probably those are fine. Well, they should be fine. They're brand new. Just see if I've got any other 4.7s in. There's another one of those little brown ones in there. We've got some that aren't marked here. Well, they've got stripes on them. That must equate to the value. What are they then? So they're brown, black, black, brown. Maybe. Let's see what they are. Are they 4.7? No, they're 10. Well, in my experience, tantalums have always got a fairly high ESR. You know, when I've looked at the ones I put in radios, they're always fairly high ESR. So I think we're okay. I think we'll go with those. See if we can get a pair that match roughly. Well, that was 4.56 at 3.1. Four point seven, 2.5. 4.6 from 2. So those two are pretty close. .89. 4.74. So we'll go with that one. At 2.6, and there's another 4.74, wasn't there? .8. 4.64. I'll go with those two. Something stuck in my ear now. Let's get some of this junk off the bench. Yeah, I think so. And perhaps somebody wants to look up a data sheet on a tantalum, just see what it specifies as ESR. Right, let's get in, get this done. Do want a sort of earlier finish today. I don't know what time it is, but I did say to Mrs. Cruncher I'd try and finish a bit earlier for her. Not feeling too special today. Okay, I'm trying to get in here and not burn any wires. I say these are in the IF, so this is one of the IF blocks. So I suppose if one of them was dodgy, it could have been pulling the IF down. It wasn't oversensitive, was it, on AM? I'll just put some more solder back in that one that I desoldered incorrectly. Right, that's that one done. Let's find the other one then. It's not particularly, that's not very nice, Graham. Come on. You need to be standing that up a bit better than that. Better. The other one is over here somewhere. I think it's in there. I think it's there. Let's pop the other one out and see what that one's doing. Pull this one, okay, get ice down then, let's do a Tantalum bingo. 4.7, Tantalum bingo. You ever think about that while I want to get the other one put back in? .7. Oh, don't drop it. Find that on the floor. See, I always thought they used tantalums because they had a more accurate capacitance. But I've known that the ESRs are higher. But yeah, that's why I thought they used them, because they were more critical in the circuit, perhaps. Just popping that one back in then. So BF184 is in the IF strip. Just looking to make sure there's nothing else in here that could catch me out. Yeah, it looks pretty nicely laid out, I must admit. Right. How are we all doing? We all done on the capacitance? Could have a go at the ESR if you're feeling lucky. I'll catch this one back in a minute. Somewhere here I've got another screw. Got a screw loose somewhere. I must be messing about with that cable. Dial cord even. Electrolytic low. I'm not sure. Go low, yeah. Overstressed normally. What you find, if you find one that's bulged on top, you can almost guarantee it's gone low rather than high. I always thought it would measure high if they were bulging on top, but they don't. They measure low for some reason. Well, that's in my experience. Right, what have I done here? Graham, what have you done? Where's your other screw gone? Deliberately kept it out on the bench, didn't I? Deliberately kept it out somewhere where I'd lose it. And I've lost it. And it's ended up on the floor, as always. How are we doing then? Are we ready? For a little baby one? Here we go then. .74, again really low ESR. 0.5 ESR. How you doing, Simon? I don't think I said hello to you, did I? .7, Chris is 5.7, so is Anthony. 5.8. No, 5.7 is closer than 5.8. Catch you later, Sandra. Bye for now. Multi 5.4, no, it is. Chris and Anthony were the same, but Anthony went first, so Chris changed his. So yeah, they're low. I mean, every tantalum I've ever tested has had a fairly high ESR. I mean, we can test a couple more, can't we? Let's test a couple more of these. What are these? These are 15 at 10 volts. Let's try those. Brand new. Yeah, that's 0.65, you see. That's nicer. Yeah, they seem okay, don't they? I don't know. Can you get such a thing as a low ESR tantalums, I wonder? Yeah, I don't. Yeah, lower caps usually have. Yeah, that's right. But if I pull out a 4.7 electrolytic, it's not going to be that high, I wouldn't have thought. Let's try it. Let's find a 4.7. 4.7 electrolytic. Let's see what that measures. Ah, 1.93, yeah. And these are worth, yeah, 2. I've got any other brands in there. Got some Nichicon PW ones, let's try one of those. 4.7. Yeah, say the lower ones are usually higher ESR. I mean, the 1 microfarads are usually up near 3. Let's try a Nichicon then. .17. Yeah, so we're not mentally bad, are we? Around about 2.5. So what have we learned from doing that then? Not to touch the dial cord is one thing we've learned. We've learned that Fracco caps go a bit high, but not mental. So I suppose we ought to test it now, don't we, really? I think that cap should clear okay, hopefully. It's going to be a bit of a ball ache to test it. What's the time looking like? 5:30. I wonder if that's Mrs. Cruncher just gone out. She might have gone out with the doggies. Oh no. Maddie's out sniffing around the back garden. Can I rig this up to test it? Or is that going to be a bit of a pain in the backside? I should be able to. I just have to stick something on there for an area, wouldn't I? Yeah, let's rig it up. Let's rig it up quickly. Then I must get off then. Right, bear with me while I hot wire. So we need 3 leads for the speaker. So I pulled 4 out. Black to black, I would assume. I think it's fairly straightforward. I know, and he said Marcel then. Manuel did it, didn't he? So green is the black one. Where is the blue one? And what is the green one? What's that? Let's grab the power supply back. Turn that off. Sorry about that. I didn't catch that in time. I tried to mute myself, but I missed the button. Apologies if that scared the life out of anybody. Just trying to make some room here a minute. Oh dear. Right, let's turn that off. Turn that off. I don't know where that's. No, we've got to flick that switch there on. Then flip that one on.
And then in 2020, there was the copper pandemic, and an entirely remote model of care for those it was appropriate to. And that really inflamed the anti-abortion opponents who detested this and really lobbied very hard against it and continue to do so.
So we've got no FM aerial connection at the moment, which is why it's very finicky.
Melanie McDonough thinks there's an obvious reason for the rise in police investigations.
If you actually don't have the possibility of seeing
which was the
in
FM one,
to
was it that
determine
one?
at what stage your pregnancy is, then there is always the
Yeah, it's that one there.
diagnosis.
Some lands. Love is in a past life is also as big as that.
With everything. So depending on how corporate the job is, I would say wear the tie and the shirt, but maybe wear slightly more casual trouser, because then you're kind of hitting that middle point. Even knitwear and ties, I just think ties are actually really in. You see so many females wearing ties, you're seeing them on red carpets. So I'd say if you want to wear the tie, wear the tie.
Yeah, that tie gives you the confidence as well to go into that board meeting and boss it. You don't want to be without it. That could be your lucky thing. Yeah, wear your tie with confidence, Matt. That's what we're saying. If you've got any more questions for Cara, let us know. Ties in and out, shoes in and out. I mean, you probably should keep wearing shoes, actually, on second thought. But, you know, any questions are welcome. 03700 100 100. This is Skepta with Gas Me Up.
I need a car that don't decline if it is a
Let's find another station in a minute.
Holland recently, they fit.
For you like some pieces. Jealousy in the end.
So, looks like they've done the FM cable as well then.
Need calls for a hybrid of habits.
What you do? Where you at? Where you at?
So that's Radio 2, I think.
Transparent like a river, mysterious like a lake. A leader who knows how to follow, followers mindful of their right to lead.
That seems to work.
Picture my father.
I am. No, I can't tune that, can I, really? Not easily. Because my knobs come off. No, that's a shortwave. Oh. Well, certainly the dial is working all right now anyway. There we are. Still works. Amazing. Amazing. Well, let's have a look down through the chat. He was talking back in the day. Who's that, Anthony? Me. All right. Lucky you weren't wearing headphones. Yeah, you was. Sorry about that. Front. Front, Rob. Front. What, front of house? Oh, about the cap values. I see, yeah. Yeah, back in the day they would have been even higher. Well, that's it for today, people, really. What more can we do to this? We can look at the bias. There is some adjustment pots on the amplifier. I need to get my head in. There's got to be midpoint and what's his name for it, hasn't there? Midpoint and quiescent current. There must be. There's a couple pots in there. One there and one there. There's actually 3 pots because there's one there as well. So I'll have to have a look and try and decode the manual, or look at Manuel's video. So if you haven't caught up with Manuel's series on this radio, then I would highly recommend you to watch that. And I'm not sure what we'll do next week. Shall we carry on and do something else with this? Shall we look at setting the bias on the amp? Should we look at doing the caps on the main board? Should we give it a service, clean all the switches, potentiometers? Check all the bulbs, that sort of thing. I'm pleased to see that they've done the drive. You know, we could mess about and have a go at the alignment on it. There's all sorts we could do. Don't really want to mess with the alignment. Is there any caps on this board up here? I suspect there potentially is. I'm pretty sure Manuel took that off and regretted it, but I think there is some caps on that board. So I might see if I can find a selection of half decent tantalums, or I've got to buy some of the more common values. Cheers, Les. Yeah, so we might carry on with it. What do you think? The dial cord bit was a bit seat of the pants job, wasn't it? That was a real butt clencher, that one. But especially doing it twice. Am I mad? Got to be mad. But yeah, luckily the previous owner had already changed it, so it's just a case of altering it a little bit. I know, Joe, I know. Yeah, you've got to check out Manuel's videos on this radio. Really good. I think he had to do a restring on his as well. I must catch up with it later. Anyway, that's it for today, people. I'm going to go down and keep Mrs. Cruncher company, and I will catch you all next week, if not before. So have a good one, and don't do what I wouldn't do and all the rest of it. And see you soon. Let's get it finished. It'd be nice. I think it would be nice to have it finished. The only thing that's a bit of a question mark is, I mean, the top panel on this one isn't great. The plastic bit, I've lost lettering off of it, so I might see if I can make one amazing one out of two, really. So I'll catch you all next week. Have a good week, and see you soon. Thanks, everyone. Bye for now.